Hey, it's Kellie Pickler, and you're watching WGAR.com.
Talking to country star and TV star Kellie Pickler. Kellie, nice enough to stop by on this Friday morning. I got to tell you, you do an incredible job with the CMAs again this year with the red carpet and again the Rock and New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
And I'm being very serious. You know, have you ever thought, and I know you've got a singing career, but I think you would do good with a TV show. I mean, your own. And, seriously, you just have a great personality to do that.
Did you have a TV show shortly after Idol in there?
Yeah, I was pitched a television show from Fox, and we had talked about shooting a pilot and all of this, and you know, I just came off Idol, and I just signed my record deal with Sony, and it was kind of like, I can't take on all of this. This is too much. I mean, sometimes I look and think, wow, this is just doing what I do in the music world occupies a lot of my time. So I just decided which one was the most important to me, and music's always been my passion, and I love country music. That's what I grew up listening to, and that's, you know, I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan.
I was just going to ask, who are your influences?
Yeah, and Patsy Cline and Tammy Wynette. I mean, that's what I love. I love those classics, and so I think maybe down the road, after I feel like I've kind of established myself, and
you're still young, plenty of time.
Yeah, I don't want to take on too much. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing cameos here and there, but you know, to have your own sitcom, that's like 14, 15 hours a day shooting, you know, and just depending on what it is that you're doing. So it's just very time occupying, and so.
There's no hurry.
Yeah.
I was like 10, 15 feet away from you at the CMA show. A great performance. But I'm thinking of all the exposure, the CMA red carpet that night on the show, and of course Rock and New Year's Eve. When you're out there, are you, and you do such a great job, are you cognizant of the fact that there are millions and millions and millions of people watching you? I mean, that just.
I just don't really even. I mean, I guess because I was on Idol, I'm kind of used to that.
Well, that's
people.
true. Yeah.
So,
what a way to break in.
I mean, what's 1 million versus 10 million?
That's true.
Still, it doesn't matter if only one person's watching. It's still going to be on YouTube the next day. You know, it's still going to be all over the internet. It's still going to get talked about. So, I don't really think about that. I just get out there and do my job.
Speaking of Idol, are you watching season 8? And
no, I haven't seen any of it. I'm traveling and I don't have time, so I always miss
judge and things are.
I know everybody's like, "What do you think about the new judge?" I'm like, "I don't know her. I haven't even seen the show." So.
Tell us about boy, your Tootsies almost got frostbite in New York. I mean, it was serious, huh?
It was really cold. I was out doing a run through, a rehearsal of the show, and my big toe on my right foot, like I was only out there 2 hours, and it turned splotched and then splotched up the side of my foot.
That's not good.
No.
Yeah, and then on my left foot, my second toe was like fluorescent yellow.
Oh, like, hello, doc.
Yeah, it was.
See the podiatrist.
So I was backstage, and we were all like putting these heat warmers on there, massaging it in the blood circulation.
Didn't you find those little packets though that you put
those
in the
things
warm?
work. I put a
work.
bunch of them in my shoes and in my pockets and stuff, and I was fine. I was fine the rest of the night.
That's great. Hey, are you still a vegetarian?
I am, yeah.
Carrie said it wouldn't last 3 days, I think.
Well,
she had no faith in you.
Well, we were joking about it because, you know, we've been we've been out to eat together, and excuse me, and she has seen what I would normally eat. Well, and so
what is that? What would you normally eat before being a vegetarian?
Was when you were introduced to some new foods, though. I mean, the calamari thing was the whole famous, you know.
Yeah.
Were you a meat and potatoes girl before?
Oh yeah, steak, rare. Yeah, I mean the whole 9 yards. I mean, I love steak. That's probably what I'd order 9 times out of 10.
So what prompted this? Did you look into a cow's eyes and go, "Oh no"? I can't
No, what happened originally was just for health reasons, and I needed to get healthy, and I started doing a lot of research and my own homework on just the meat. The different types of meat that I was eating, and
but don't tell me because I really love meat.
Well, if I tell you, you
I'll
won't
give you
eat
a
it.
lot of credit for giving it up because I don't think I could do it.
I just did a lot of research on it, and it's just I just don't see how, if you know exactly what it is that you're eating, and it's that bad, then
You don't have a taste for it.
you don't
just
ever
lose the
crave
taste.
it. There's no way in the world that I could ever
That you go
eat
back
that
up,
again. I would
yeah.
never go back in a million years. And I got a lot of I guess people saying things about it. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go to the doctor and get, tests done. So I go to my doctor in Nashville and I have all this blood work done, just to check, all my levels, protein, all that. And it came back amazing. Like, I am the healthiest now that I've ever been in my life.
Get the girl a steak. Well,
Yeah, no,
Being on the road, that's a good thing, because road
Yeah.
food is just, terrible. You're
Yeah.
stopping at,
And it's hard, I've lost a lot of weight since American Idol. Like, when I first auditioned for Idol, I was tiny. I worked out every day, and, I just turned 19, and so I was just kind of fueling off of that. And then when you get out of school where you're not doing the extracurricular activities like gymnastics and cheerleading and dance and all that stuff, you realize, wow, my body's changing. I'm getting fat. So, yeah, I actually gained almost 30 pounds
Wow.
through the American Idol process. Yeah. If you go back and look at pictures because American Idol, we always do the top 10 tours. And if you've never been on the road before, then you can't possibly understand how hard it is to keep a good schedule eating. And, I mean,
because it's not a normal human being schedule.
no. I mean, you'll be in Washington one night, and then, you're in North Carolina the next night.
Or from one time zone to another.
Yeah, one time zone to another. Then you're up in Canada, and then you're in
And it takes your body a long
Iraq and
time to
Afghanistan.
adjust.
I mean, you're all over the place, and so it's really hard on your body. So it's so important that you know what you're putting in your body and when you're putting it in your body. So yeah, I've lost almost all the weight that I gained from Idol.
Groundhog's Day, you got a performance down at the Wild Horse with Kix and Keith. Tell us about that. I don't know if you're in the Nashville area, but what is this gift of music thing? What is it?
Well, my dentist.
Your dentist?
Yeah, my
Okay.
dentist. Well, it's not for him, but he had a son that was killed in a car accident
Sorry.
several years ago, and he was only 21, and so they kind of did this in his honor, and it's a benefit to raise money. So,
With Keith Anderson and
Dolly
yeah,
Parton
and Dolly
was involved in
Parton's
that.
gonna be
Dolly,
there,
yeah,
and-
Dolly and
Yeah,
Ronnie
it's
Dunn.
really cool because I didn't realize we all go to the same dentist. I was like, wow.
Dentist to the stars.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, he'll have his own reality show next.
There you go.
Yeah, so, so
Well,
I'm
that's
really
good.
excited about it, and I think it'll be great. I always love performing in Nashville anyways, and to be able to do it for such a great cause, it's even better, so.
We're glad you stopped by. Congratulations
Yeah,
on
thank
the
you.
success of the new single. Of course, your sophomore album, as a matter of fact, did a little research. Kelly is the only sixth artist to debut at #1 and #2 in the country charts with your first album and your sophomore album.
Thank you.
That's,
Awesome. Congratulations.
That's very super. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care of Bella. Is that the little?
Yes, little
monkey?
Bella. Yeah.
And we'll see you down the line.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.